Hello guys, welcome again. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to master your fretboard as a pro. Is that okay? So as a bass player, your fretboard, mastering of your fretboard is very, very important. Okay, so let's dive into it. I'm going to use simple techniques to do that. Is that okay? So just pay attention to the end. So I'm going to do it on the key of C. Okay, so this is your C. Come in. Yeah, so this is your C, which is this is the major scale. Is that okay? So first things first, you have to know your major scale. Okay, so your major scale in the key of C. I'm not going to take you through major scale because we all know it already. So now we are going to use the major scale throughout. Now, which other way? Ask yourself, which other way can we play this on the fretboard in the same key of C? If we have C here, we can get our C also at the top here, which is an octave. So after playing this, we can proceed to the top, which is what? Okay. Over here, we don't have the third note is not there, and the sixth note is not there. But you are going to play them as an open string, okay? So when you get here, so you play it backwards again. Then you continue to the down. Okay, so that's the first. So you can be playing your groove here at the same time, go to the top. So let's try it and see. Maybe you are playing a groove like. Okay, so let me do it this way, another one. Okay, sorry. Why was I able to do this? Because I know that if I play my mi here, my fa is here, my so is here, I can also get it at the same place over here. Okay, I get it. So that's the first thing to do. So you can get your plate in your octaves. Okay, good. Now another way to do it is, let's say this is on the key of C. So we have our C here, we have our C here. Okay, now let's go to the other one. Now you can get your C on the fourth string. Is that okay? From here, how do you get it? In the interval of 5 notes, okay, which is 1 2 3 4 5 so you count your frets for 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. So at the top here, we'll give you your C. So this C, the same note. Okay, good. So now when you are here, you can use this. You can play the major scale in 2 different positions here. I've taught you about that. Okay. Yeah, so I am going to use the third finger position to do this. Okay, so let's say, but if you are using the third finger position, you have to start on your pinky. Okay, which is this. If you don't know much about that, I did a video on that. Go and check it out. So you do this. The same major scale that I'm playing it in a different finger position, which is the third one. Okay, so those of you who don't know it, for the sake of those people, let me just take you through slowly. You can play it that way. You can decide to play it using the first one, which is this one, the one we all know. Okay, now if you are here, you can decide to continue by playing do. Okay, do re mi fa so. You can get the so here. Now you can play it to the top. So let's see how you can do. So the reason why I am able to do this is that I know the major scale, the intervals between the major scale. So after here, I will teach you those intervals. So then fa mi re do. This fa mi re do. Then we play the major scale, which is do ti la so fa mi re do. Yes, it doesn't end here. We can continue. Is that okay? Because we already have that lot of knowledge. So let's go. Do ti la so. Then get to fa re. Okay. So before we go ahead, let me teach you the interval. So let's try and play the major scale on one string for you to know the interval. So on the same key of C, okay. You know, between do and re, there's one interval. There's one tone apart, okay. A tone is what? It's a full note. Okay. Do, re, one note. Mi, there's one note in between. But you know, between mi and fa, there's no notes in between. Is that okay? So people normally call it space. There's no space. There's no space. That's for a layman's understanding. There's no space. Okay. Mi, fa, and between fa and so there's an interval. Fa, so. Then between so and la there's an interval. La. Between la and t there's an interval. La, t. Between t and do there's no interval. But what you have to know is that between mi and fa there's no interval. Between t t and do there's no interval. Is okay. If you have that in mind, then you'll be able to do what I'm trying to do. Good. So now that we are able to get that, now let me play what I just played, the first one, which is this one. So let's take it again. You can continue. Okay. Because over here you can't continue down also. That's so fa mi re do. Do ti la so fa mi re do. That's all. And do ti la so. Okay. Because we have ended here, we can get our note at the top again. So now let's try and extend it to the last note here. So fa mi. Between fa and mi there's no interval. So fa mi re. Are you getting it? So it's very, very simple. All you need to know is what the intervals between your major scale. That's all you need. Okay, and also know the various positions you can play the major scale. Good. Another thing I will teach you that will help you to master your fretboard is playing your major scale across the fretboard. Is okay. So let's take it in the key of C again, which is this one. So it seems I've done a video on that, but let me take you through. So when you get to fa, you come down. On two strings, okay? Now let's use the right finger. When you play the first note, you slide. And go down. Slide. Okay. Now go up. And get your slide upwards. So the most important thing to know is what to know the 3 finger positions for the major scale. Is that okay? Now let me take you through that before I end this session. So that's what the first one, which is now we all know it. Is that okay? Then the second one is like this. Okay. Do, re, mi. Then you go back again. You know, if your so is here, your la is here, your la is also here, so you can decide to play your la here. Okay. And the third finger position is the one I played here, which is on the 4th string. Okay. And take it from here. Okay, so now that we know this, let's just try and play a group. See how simple it was. So I will advise you take your time and go through it step by step. If you don't understand, kindly drop your question in the comment section and I'll attend to it at the right time. All right, thank you.